But eventually, everyone's going to have to wear them if that's what these devils tell you, and they're going to start enforcing it. Then you may have to play the game, You may have to wear a mask. But one thing we won't do is we're not going to be shaving our beards off, The brother called y'all brought a good point. He said, hey, this is showing you a time when, the women, which the word woman means servant, the woman will come in handy, when Esau really does enforce that law about the beard, because we're not going to shave our beards. So, hey, that's the time where you send your woman to the grocery store, The brother called y'all had brought that out and made a good point with that. Let me see. I'm on 26 and 10. It says, in whose hands is mischief, and their right hand is full of bribes. That's Esau, man. We're reading about Esau, Edom to a T. Now let's go to that precept for that. Let's see, Exodus 23 and 8. And it says, and thou shalt take no gift, for the gift blindeth the wise, and perverteth the words of the righteous. Also thou shalt not oppress a stranger, for ye know the heart of a stranger, meaning the mind of a stranger, seeing you were strangers in the land of Egypt. Where are we at now? We're in spiritual Egypt, So it's not our job to oppress these Gentiles, these strangers, which is the 2/3 and the heathen. It's not our job to oppress you. It's our job to bring out the truth, bring out the Bible, and if that condemns you, so be it, But it's not our job to go out there and do anything oppressive to any of these heathen or these Edomites, Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem is going to take care of the dirty work, All we are is weak vessels. We're just vessels. We don't have a military that we can destroy Esau with. We don't have, any means to oppress the heathen. We don't have to worry about that. All we got to worry about is teaching this word. That's it. Very simple, Well, for the elect, it's a simple thing. But yeah, the verse 8 says, thou shalt take no gift, for the gift blindeth the wise. Because look at, you got these 2/3 who are excited about their checks that are coming in. And now it's, they can't see what's really happening because they're busy praying for America to go back to normal. They're busy, they're, what I'm going to do with my money. Whatever I do with my gift that Donald Trump gives me, it blinds them, They don't see what we see, Because we know martial law is coming. But these wicked and here it says the wise, they're and perverted the words of the righteous. See? So, like Apostle Tahar said weeks back, if there's anything we got to do to sign or we're gonna have to pay this shit back, we're not taking this thing, And really, the men of the Lord, like me personally, I heard about the check, but I'm not sitting here counting on it, and I'm not sitting here. And in fact, I'm the opposite, because I always seem to get fucked over when it comes to stuff like that. So I'm not counting on anything. And really, if I don't get a stimulus check, I'm not going to be mad about it, we got our trust in Yahweh and this truth, you see. Precept that, Deuteronomy 16 and 19. Thou shalt not wrest judgment, thou shalt not respect persons, neither take a gift, for a gift doth blind the eyes of the wise and pervert the words of the righteous. We just read that in Exodus, right? Precept upon precept. to get the better understanding. But you see, why don't we respect persons? Because we don't give a fuck what your opinion is. All right, we're gonna push this truth, and if your opinion is contrary to this truth, then we don't give a fuck about you. We don't give a fuck about what you have to say. We're not gonna respect persons. You see? So that's just stressing that, Go back to Psalms 26, almost done here. 11 says, "But as for me, I will walk in mine integrity, redeem me, and be merciful unto me." You see, so going back to what he said in the beginning of the chapter, walking in his integrity. That's how a man of this truth is. The only thing that's important right now is this truth. So that's integrity. If you are emotionally caught up in a stimulus check, or you're worried about dying from the coronavirus, well then, you don't have integrity, man. You're not. You should have your trust in Yahweh. And you know what? Honestly, let's say one of the brothers got sick and happened to die. Well, hey, that brother died in the truth. You see? Lord willing, that don't happen. But hey, you never know. All the wicked things that Esau's doing, it could happen. I'm not saying it can't happen, but at the end of the day, we know that some of the prophets are going to die, and it may not be this coronavirus, but hey, it may be a guillotine, chopping off your neck because you don't take that microchip. So at the end of the day, we keep our integrity and we keep teaching this truth, Those are the things that are going to protect us, Last verse, Psalm 26:12. "My foot standeth in an even place. In the congregations will I bless Yahweh." You see, so his foot standeth in an even place. So what does that mean? It means you're balanced. Let me go to the precept. What does it say? 27:11. "Teach me thy way, O Yahweh, and lead me in a plain path because of mine enemies." Let's read 12. "Deliver me not over unto the will of mine enemies, for false witnesses are risen up against me, and such as breathe out cruelty." Because, they're going to, like I said earlier, they're going to demonize the beard. They're already doing it, telling you it don't, protect you when you wear a mask. So therefore, those are false witnesses. When they know we are supposed to wear our beards, they're going to try and take that away from us, There's nothing new under the sun, man. Esau's been trying to keep us from the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh ever since Alexander the Freak, in Maccabees. Read about that. But that's what it is that keeps you, balanced. Like I said, "My foot standeth in an even place. In the congregations will I bless Yahweh." Well, see, that's balance. And then when you read the precept, verse 11, 27:11, Psalms, "Teach me thy way, O Yahweh, and lead me in a plain path because of mine enemies." So that's what King David was praying, "Hey, teach me the ways, Yahweh," because he knew his enemies were surrounding him. That's just like us. We have our enemies, this Esau, Edom. He's surrounding us, right? He's, we go to do our jobs, we go and driving home, and, his police are out there like lions ready to devour us. But hey, what do we do at the end of the day? We just got our faith, man. We got this truth. We know what's about to happen. We know it's coming. And All we can ask for is Yahweh to lead us in a plain path because of our enemy. Because we know these enemies are here, man. We know what the Bible says is going to happen. Martial law, Jacob's trouble, the microchip, the missiles, So all we could do is, like I say, the best thing and the only thing we can do is just keep pushing this word and pushing this truth and keeping the faith that Yahweh will keep us and our families protected. Psalms 40:2, another precept. It says, He brought me up also out of an horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and set my feet upon a rock and established my goings. So that's beautiful. He brought us up out of the pit, man. We were in a pit before we had this truth, before we had this knowledge. We were in a pit. When we were in Christianity or Catholicism or Muslims or whatever the brothers that came out of these false doctrines, whatever we came out of, that's a pit that Yahweh brought us out of. And he was the second part of that verse, and set my feet upon a rock. What's the rock? This truth. This is a rock, man. What is rock? Stability. You build your house on a solid rock foundation, then your house is stable. If you've built your house on gravel, then your house is vulnerable, And established my goings. You see, in the end of 40:2, established my going. Yahweh establishes our ways and the places and the things we do and the places we go. You see? Let me keep reading in verse 3. And he hath put a new song in my mouth, even praise unto our Yahweh. Many shall see it and fear and shall trust in Yahweh. Who's that many? It's the elect, the chosen prophets. He's put that song. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm giving you the new song. I'm singing a new song. I wasn't singing this song 6 years ago. That's why it's a new song, It's a new song it's always been written, but now we have the understanding because we're living in those times that the understanding is bestowed upon the men of the Lord. And then the last part of that verse says, and established my goings. Let's go to the precept, if I can remember. Proverbs 20. No, it's Proverbs. Proverbs 20:24. A man's goings are of Yahweh. How can a man then understand his own way? You see? So everything we do, everywhere we go, everywhere we be, it's all Yahweh's will. He's the one who puts us in situations. He's the one who rescues us out of the pit, like we read. Even when we're out at camp and, people walk by and they're either blessed or condemned by the words we speak, well, the Yahweh is the one who puts them in that situation. If a wicked 2/3 or Edomite comes by and, curses the camp or comes against the camp, well, you just cursed yourself, And who brought you to the camp? Yahweh did. Who put it on your spirit to mock the prophets? Yahweh did. You see? He does it all, man. He's the one who all the goings are of him. Everything a man does is of Yahweh. Let me read it again. Close out. Proverbs 20:24. Man's goings are of Yahweh. How can a man then understand his own way? So all of our goings, everything we do is of Yahweh. Me right now reading this Bible on this video is Yahweh ordained this. You know, it wasn't me that said, "Oh, hey, I'm gonna go prophesy." No, Yahweh. It's the will of Yahweh. He's the one who put it on my spirit for me to sit down and do this video, right? But with that, I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Ha-Rakal Kadash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth. And also want to acknowledge all the Akyam who are pushing this truth with sincerity. May you endure to the end. Shalom to the elect.